Should South Africa deport Rotendo Matinyarare? Rotendo Matinyarare is a Zimbabwean native who's currently in South Africa and is a highly controversial figure, right? It's a highly controversial individual. So there's been calls. I'm asking this question, which emanates from a heated exchange that took place on X. Of course, X is formerly known as Twitter, between Rotendo himself and the leader of the Action SA, which is Herman Mashaba. Where Herman Mashaba said that Rotendo must be deported from South Africa. But why did he say that? Is because Rotendo attacked Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi for coming out against Senzo Mchunu and others, where Rotendo is saying that Mkhwanazi has been with the South African Police Service for 20 years. Why is he only coming out now and all of that? So Herman Mashaba, like other South Africans, have gone irritated by Rotendo Matinyarare, who they feel is always interfering in the South Africa's internal affairs, right? So why it's something they tell him to focus on Zimbabwe and all of that. But before I go deep on that, guys, let me just greet you guys. Welcome to the platform. My name is Tebos Kosana. The name of the platform is Izwi Labansundu, the voice for Africans. Please, guys, help me grow the platform by subscribing. It's for free to subscribe. Then you click the notification bell. Then you'll receive the notification each time I publish a video. Please make sure that you watch those videos so the YouTube algorithm can recommend the video to a much wider audience. You can also join to become a pay member, contribute as little as 20 rands per month, just like Special Bajo has done, and must thank him for that. Or you can buy us the super thanks, just like Sis Not Data did. Or you can make sure that you don't skip the ads that play on this video, because those ads are another form that the platform is able to earn the revenue, guys. So I'm interested, guys. Go to your comment section and tell me, do you guys think that South Africa should deport Rotendo Matinyarare? Or do you think that we shall just be able to handle whatever that he has to say about South Africa and all of that? You see, because he's someone who clearly enjoys gaslighting, right? If this Rotendo Matinyarare is someone who Rotendo is someone who clearly enjoys gaslighting South Africans. He says all these things that he knows that will upset South Africans, right? Especially black South Africans. So Rotendo Matinyarare is a controversial Zimbabwean activist, those who do not know him, and social media commentator who has generated significant debate in South Africa, right? Calls for his deportation often stem from a combination of his outspoken and at times inflammatory statements, particularly regarding South African domestic issues and other nationalities, as well as his legal troubles, right? So what is the core of the arguments for this, right? For his deportation and the why? Why? So the argument for Matinyarare's deportation largely revolves around the contempt of court and disregard for South African legal system, right? There's a case of in-court defamation case of 2024 where Matinyarare was found guilty of contempt of court by the Gauteng High Court in July 2024. He had defied court orders to cease publishing defamatory content about Insco Africa Limited and its founder, Zino Kodunaris. The case stemmed from his claim that Insco sold harmful GMO foods, genetically modified, right? He received a 3-month suspended sentence and was ordered to pay legal costs. The fact that he was found in contempt of a South African court order is a serious matter, of course, as it indicates a defiance of the country's judicial authority. But of course, the point here. Let me tell you something. 95% of the time, Rotendo raises genuine issues. 95% of the time, Rotendo raises genuine correct points that black South Africans should be asking themselves and all of that, you see. So the fact that the likes of Herman Mashaba are calling for his deportation should not give you an idea or indication that actually this is a horrible human being. But the main issue that the people are having with him is that he seeks he appears to be undermining the black South Africans and their thinking capacity, their intellectual, right? Their intellectual capacity. Because now and then he always calls into question our intellectual capacity as black South Africans. So which leads the people then saying, but why can't he then deploy that intellectual capacity of his that he claims to possess in fixing the problems in Zimbabwe, right? So as we go on, so the failure to comply with orders, reports indicate that he repeatedly failed to remove the offending posts despite court directives. A lawyer who represented him even filed a criminal complaint against him, alleging he lied to the court about being unaware of the judgment. Right. So what is the impact on the rule of law regarding that case? For those advocating for his deportation, this demonstrates a fundamental disrespect for the South African legal system, which is a cornerstone of any sovereign nation. Allowing someone who has shown such contempt to remain in the country could be seen as undermining the rule of law. But not just that, there's also allegations of hate speech, right? Xenophobia, incitement of that. So there's a I don't know, the NPO NGO called Save Our Girls, the NGO, right? That launched a case in the Johannesburg High Court following tweets by Martin Nyarara that were interpreted as encouraging sex with underage girls. He posted on X, formerly Twitter, of course, quote, when you date 16-year-olds, you get the bonus of also smashing their moms when you are feeling like mature wine and tender and impressionable, while he later attempted to justify these comments as sexually emancipated choices. Right? Critics viewed them as deeply problematic and potentially promoting pedophilia. Such statements, if proven to constitute hate speech or incitement, will be a direct violation of South African law, especially the Prevention and Combating of Hate Crimes and Hate Speech Act of 2023. But there's also a case of tribalism issue around him and divisive statements. In 2016, a viral video showed him suggesting Shona men marrying Ndebele women to counter separatist sentiments, throwing accusations of tribalism. While he later apologized, calling it satire gone wrong, such statements contribute to societal divisions. Then there's also issue of xenophobic undertones, the perceived ones, of course. While not always explicit xenophobia, some of Martin Nyarara's commentary, particularly on economic issues and foreign influence, has been perceived by critics as fueling anti-foreigner sentiment, especially given the existing tensions around immigration in South Africa. His focus on Zimbabwean issues sometimes spill over into critiques that are viewed as unhelpful or inflammatory within the South African context. All right. So there's also issues about the threat to public order and social cohesion, right? And undermining social cohesion, right? But as I've already said, I've put up front that 95% of the times, the things that Rutendo raises are things that indeed we as South Africans, especially black South Africans, are the conversations that we're supposed to be having, we as black South Africans, and also moving towards challenging the status quo and challenging the white establishment. Because, of course, he's someone who's well researched. He's someone who's well learned in all of that. So there is substantially, there's quite something that we as black South Africans, we can learn from Rutendo. The problem is how he goes about, right, articulating some of these things. Because in the process of him articulating some of these things, he then crosses the line where he begins to insult our intelligence as black South Africans, right? Where he always, I don't know whether sometimes it's the case of him wanting to trend or what, then he posts these inflammatory things, gaslights black South Africans, but then he resides in South Africa, right? Which then leads to the question where people say, but then why is this man not focusing all his brains, all his energies in helping Zimbabwe out of the quagmire and the difficulty that Zimbabwe is confronted with. You see. So with all that you've heard, I've said about Rutendo and what you guys know from different platforms, some might be true, some might just be perceived and all of that. Do you think that the calls for his deportation are correct? Do you support the calls for him to be deported? Let me hear, guys, on the comment section, guys. Please. Thank you guys for tuning in, Africa Mahle. Remember to subscribe. Remember to join. Remember to buy us the super thanks. Remember to share the video on the social media platforms. Thank you very much, Africa.